Frankie Lee Slater. And Frankie asks, what meals do you recommend starting the day with? And what are the best foods for keeping our digestion and defecation process working optimally? That's a great question. So starting with what to start the day with, it kind of depends where you're at. If you're used to having kind of dense, foods for breakfast every day, like eggs and toast and bacon and things like that, or potentially something different, you could move into something that's a little bit dense. I think for good digestion and breakfast and having energy throughout the day, I prefer fruit. I typically will mono diet on fruit, so that means that I'll have maybe 3 or 4 mangoes cut up. I live in Bali, so somebody cuts it all up. I got a big fat plate of mangoes. I might have, like I said, 3 or 4 mangoes for breakfast. Or I may just have watermelon for breakfast. Or I may just have half of a massive papaya. I like to keep fruit early in the morning because it's good for digestion. It hydrates everything. The word breakfast means to break a fast. So you're literally breaking the fast from the night. And fruit is always best to rehydrate everything, keep everything moving. Gives you a lot of phytonutrients, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and there's just a lot of electricity or life force for the day. So I think that that's fantastic. Like I said, if you're used to having something a little denser, you could do kind of a porridge thing. One thing that I really like to have, I typically don't have it for breakfast anymore, but I just get raw oats. So just oats, I put it into a bowl and I add hot water. Not cooking hot water, but just hot water, and I stir it up. And by stirring oats in hot water, it makes oat milk. And then I keep it simple. Oats are really good for digestion. It's a natural antidepressant, really good for strength. There's a lot of amino acids, a lot of really good stuff from oats. It's a horse's favorite food, but horses are very strong. And yeah, then I mix it with like sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, and this really gives you like the omega 3s, 6s, and 9s from sesame seeds, sunflower seeds. I also put some flax seeds and some chia seeds. So I like to add seeds to it. You could add some fruit, but I like to keep, kind of your grain and seeds kind of a little bit separate. But it tastes really good. So just chia seeds, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds. If you want to put some flax seeds in there, awesome lignans and other things that are really good for you. And then some raw honey. And if you're vegan, you don't like honey, you could use maple syrup or some, really good like palm sugar or something like that if you want to sweeten it. And that would be fantastic. So those are good things to have for breakfast. Those are also really good things for digestion. When we're talking about good defecation, a good sign that you have a good digestive system that's working properly is having a bowel movement within 30 to 45 minutes after a meal. And the reason for that is anybody that has really good digestion, as soon as you eat a meal, there's actually signals that are sent from the brain and the stomach that tell your body to move, an old meal out, making room for the new. So I'm like clockwork. When I have a meal, typically within 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes an hour, I have a really good bowel movement. And that's pretty much the way it should be. So things that are really good for digestion are apples, mango, any type of fresh fruit, because they're really high in fibers. They hydrate the digestive system. The thing about fruit is you'll want to eat it first. Always eat fruit first. So if you want to have fruit anytime during the day, that's great. But eat it, 15 minutes before you eat anything else, because it moves through the stomach very quickly. It digests very easily. If you wanted to keep digestion moving or colon cleanse or just get things going, flax seeds really good, ground flax, psyllium. You could have some bentonite clay. Clays have been used for thousands of years by Native American tribes back in the Middle East, literally by the Egyptians and many cultures, as a means to extract toxicity from the body and clean it out, to get rid of heavy metals, mercury. Also eliminates herbicides, pesticides, fungicides from the body. And you could literally just eat it. You can mix it, you get the liquid form and drink it. And that's really good for digestion as well. My colon cleanse is simply chia seeds, psyllium, buckwheat, and bentonite clay with a little bit of salt, and that really cleans out the digestive system. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, you know, vegetables are fantastic. Cucumbers and pumpkin and squash, zucchini, all of these types of, you know, vegetables are really good. You know, lettuce, spinach, kale, all of it. Having big salads, you know, with your capsicum and mushroom and all that type of stuff, it's all really good fiber. Plant foods in general are going to be good for digestion. So pick up your plants, pick up your fresh plants as much as possible, and that's just going to keep everything working the way that it should. Cheers.